You do not have enough time. I don't have enough time. We all don't have enough time. Well, my name is Luce Andrew Anderson, and of course, wherever you are catching me from, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night. It doesn't matter where you are watching me from. Well, I've come to talk about, we do not have enough time. Most of the time, we want to do things at the right time. We want to get into that relationship at the right time. We want to have, kids at the right time. We want to start that business at the right time. We want to have that good relationship with our sisters, our siblings, our kids at the right time. We want to go for those vacations at the right time. Basically, we want to do the right thing at the right time, at the right place. But sometimes we forget that sometimes that right time never comes. Yeah, you can wait for that right time and it never shows up. I've had friends, of course, more than three of them, who are having plans and they're like, when that right time comes, I'm going to do that. And then guess what? They died in between. And when you die, life moves on. If you wanted to have that relationship with your kids, you wanted to go out with them, now you cannot. It ceases. Now it can never happen. And what hurts the most is that when you reach that point and you're like, I wish I had done this, time can never go back for you to correct things, because that time could have already passed. It's like you're going at a given destination, and in between, there are relationships involved, there are, a lot of stuff involved in between. In case you cannot go back to correct some of these things. So most of the people think we've gotten enough time, like we are immortal, all time is infinity. But guess what? For an individual, there is always end of that time. So when you are always having it in your head, like, I will do that at the right time, I'll have a good relationship with my siblings, with my family, at that right time, sometimes it never happens. And guess what? We can never go back to correct that. So what I wanted to tell you is that in the journey, when you're planning to do things at the right time, it is always important to create time for you, because we are always taken up with making a living, making money, because we think that getting a lot of it, then we'll have enough time to do the things we want. But sometimes that time never happens. I remember I had a friend of mine, after building a very beautiful, nice house, he had lots of plans, but he did not even get time to sleep in it. Why? Because he kept postponing, when the right time comes. So sometimes we miss out on beautiful things, like, having a good relationship with the people you like, having time for you. We do not have our time for us and the people we love and the people we like, because we are trying to chase, for money, and we are waiting for that right time. But sometimes it doesn't happen. You're like, I will sort that, when the right time comes. Sometimes that time will not come. We are into bad relationships. You're not talking to your brothers, you're not talking to your sisters, you're very busy making money as a man, you're a lady and you're chasing for your career, and then you miss out time, you're having your kids with the maids, because you think, when the right time comes, when I've made enough money, then I'll have, enough time. But that time sometimes never happens. So it is very important that even when we are chasing for the goods of life, that we spend our time the way we would love to spend it. Even if you're working, there are people who work, 9 to 5. Even if you're working 9 to 5, at least spare time, and you're like, what? I'm going to spare this time for the people I really like. In case you're into, you're not in communication with the people you like, because you're taken up, with making more money, so that you have enough time to have good time with your people. It is good, at least you create that time to have that time with the people you like. Sometimes you will never get it, and because you have already gone, you can never go back to correct some of these things. Those are the people you find, I wish I had gone to see my mom, I wish I had gone to see my dad, but now no time. Even when you have achieved the things that you wanted in life, but now you don't have time to to go back, to spend that time with your family, to spend the time with your parents, to spend the time with the people you like, to apologize to the people that maybe you wronged. You're like, when the right time comes, I'll go back, I'll apologize when everything is cool, and then everything will be fine, because now I would have made enough money to impress them more. But now, guess what? They can live before you, or you can live before them, and you never got that time. So it's very important that I notice. I keep telling people that even if I die today, I'll die a happy person. Why? Because I always make sure that, as a day goes by, I think, and I'm like, I reflect, and I'm like, what is it that I'm not doing right? More so when it comes to the relationship and the people around me, I'm like, if I have to correct that, let me go back, I correct that. So that, because most of the times I talk to my sister and I tell her, we have little time. We have little time. I put that in my head, that we have little time. Anything can happen. And she keeps saying, no, 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 no. We can grow older. Yes, we can grow older. But you're supposed to put it in your mind that, what if God decides now and I'm supposed to leave? What if I'm leaving the next day? Am I living the rightful life? Am I living the life that I like? If I feel like, going out, swimming, am I sparing time to do those things? Before you know it, maybe you could get an accident and you lose a leg, you lose an arm, and now you cannot do the things that you really loved to do. So that's why most of the times I tell my friends, like, do anything that makes you happy, as long as it doesn't inflict pain to others, because life is so short, man. Life is so short, and we don't know when we are going. So it's important. We have those relationships. That's why I keep saying, me being a single dad, I keep reminding you that being a single dad and staying with my son, a 3-year-old son, is something I don't regret. Why? Because I'm like, I want to be in his life every step. I remember the first step. I remember the first time he bathed himself. I remember the first time, almost everything, and I tried to document everything. I documented everything. I wish you guys I could show you. I documented almost everything. Why? Because I don't want to miss a point that, when he grows up and now he's asking, when kids grow up now, they're asking questions. I'm like, I was there when you did this first. But now when you're like, I took my kids in the village, I took my kids, at the mom's place, I took my kids, at a relative's place, when I make enough money, then I'll bring them and they be closer to me. And guess what? In between there, you don't know what is going to happen. You can lose your life. And when you lose your life, now your kids will not have any picture, any memory about you. Why? Because you spent a lot of time chasing for money. And some of these things are not that important. People kept saying money is not that important. They could not understand it. But let me tell you, the relationship you have with the people you love is the most important thing. So just always put it in your head. Be like, we don't have enough time. Just like, we don't have enough time. So do things correctly. In case you harm someone, in case you think you wronged someone, saying sorry isn't that big thing. Let not our ego control us, because when you don't miss the time and you've been in their lives, it is the best memory you will have. You imagine, as I'm winding up, you imagine you're going to die tomorrow. Imagine you're dying tomorrow. Would you die a happy person? I keep telling people, if I die today, I would have died a happy person. I still remain Luze Andrew Anderson. And just in case you love the video, please, you can go ahead and subscribe. Be among the first people to watch, just in case I put up an upload or we go live. Until then,